I should have sold you.
Yes.
Oh no, he's so cute!
What's up, filmmaking fellows? Mike here, and today's episode is finally finished. After I've watched The Force Awakens again, I've asked myself, how does this effect work? Was it CGI? Was it not? I was pretty sure it wasn't CGI. It was a practical effect, and that's why we love Star Wars 4, right? Practical effects. So I started la recherche to find out how the effect worked, but I was just finding some recipes how you can bake your own Jakku bread. Then I discovered a video from Hellogreedos where he's explaining the effect, and I mean, he's a random guy with a stormtrooper helm, he must be trustworthy. And I actually found his informations later confirmed by the FX supervisors of Star Wars Force Awakens, so I had my plan and I was good to go. But first, here's how the effect worked. They have a bread bladder inside of the bowl, and they suck out the water first and then blow up the bladder. And that's pretty much it. So I've bought a wooden bowl, an air pump, those little PVC balls, a big wooden board, and some good old-fashioned German tools. So for the bread I bought some flour, some yeast, some food coloring because the bread has actually a tint of green, and a bread mix. First the bread. I was just about to film how I made the bread, but then I had the idea to rip off the look from Tasty, so I chose another camera angle. I mixed the yeast with water, sugar and the food coloring. Then I started to make the dough with the ingredients, mix the yeast water to it, and that's it. Then I put the dough away so it can rest for 2 hours. Then you can take the pork teriyaki out of the fridge and yeah, okay, that's just my dinner. Now the table with the bowl. So actually all I did was drill 2 holes in the bowl and in the table to have one hole for the air pump and blow up the PVC ball, and the other one for the water to flow out. And as you can see here, the mechanics are already working. Now that the mechanics are working, I took a PVC ball and wrapped it in dough, let the air deflate out of the ball, and now I was good to go for first try, and it looks good. It actually looks good. That's how I imagined it. So now I thought I'd give it a try with some water in it. And as you can see, it still looks okay, but the dough is pretty wet and shiny, and that's not actually the look I want, because raised bread looks like it's baking inside of the bowl. So I thought the real dough may not be the best idea. I went for a more professional solution and took out my dragon skin and molded the bread and reproduced it with some dragon skin silicone, but didn't work at all. At this point I became really desperate. I even twittered to Chris Colbert if he can tell me if they used dragon skin or what exact material they used. But it looked like he isn't even active anymore on Twitter. What I ended up doing, yeah, we love practical effects so much, I fixed it in post. So when we shot the actual practical effect, I replaced the bread that gets inflated with a dry bread I filmed a few days before. However, I was able to recreate it in a low budget way, and it actually looks not that bad. It also gave me much more respect for even the very little practical effects, and it's just awesome to enjoy them. So that's it for now. I'm really excited for the new Star Wars movies, and if they will also have such nice practical effects. Tell me what you think about it. Leave a like or share your opinion on this episode in the comments, or even subscribe if you want. Feel free to. And with that, as always, cheerio! God That's Ray.